In Psalm 24, a psalm of David, it says, "Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not trust in an idol or swear by a false god." In the time of David, the mountain of the Lord could be pretty much anywhere that people went to worship him. By the time of Jesus, it was firmly established that the Mount of the Lord was in Jerusalem. It was the Mount of Zion, the place on which the temple stood. Who may ascend that hill? The one with clean hands and a pure heart. We might ask ourselves the question, did Judas have clean hands and a pure heart when he sat down to eat one last meal with Jesus and the other disciples? Clean hands, certainly, for as a Jew, he will have had to have stopped and washed them ceremonially before partaking of the meal. But a pure heart? We've already been told in Matthew chapter 26 that Judas had been looking for an opportunity to betray Jesus. He had asked what kind of money he could get to betray Jesus from the Sanhedrin. He had been named a price of 30 pieces of silver. But then he sat down for this meal with Jesus, and Jesus said, "One of you will betray me." The disciples are all perplexed, and one by one they ask themselves, is it me? Is it me? And Jesus said, "No, the one who dipped his bread in the bowl with me, it is he." And Judas said, "Is it I?" "Yes, it is," said Jesus. As Judas dipped his hand in that bowl with Jesus, he was dipping his hand in the bowl with one whose heart was pure, whose hands were always clean. He was dipping his hand in that bowl with one who would climb a hill of the Lord, the Mount of Calvary, the place of crucifixion. The truth is that I am not pure in heart. I do not really have clean hands, although I've washed them more than ever over these past few weeks. But by Jesus it's possible. By Jesus it's possible for each one of us to climb the mountain of the Lord, to worship in the holy place, to celebrate in God and his love. Jesus is the only one who ever was qualified from the word go to climb the mountain of the Lord. But by doing it to the place of Calvary, he does it so that we too can worship God. We too may be seen as those who have clean hands and a pure heart before God. We too may be saved through Jesus into the presence of the Lord.